Hello everyone, I'm here at Parliament House, New Parliament House it is often called, because Old Parliament House is just behind us. I'm here to take you through a run-through of the ceremony that you will see tomorrow for the opening of the 48th Parliament of the Commonwealth of Australia. Now we're here in the area where I will arrive in a car, it will drop me out here, I will get out of the car and I will come and stand and take what is called the salute, the Royal Salute from the Federation Guard. If the weather permits, I will inspect the Guard before coming back here. Now, before I leave here, I'd like you to notice that the great design of Parliament House was one that was very thoughtful and it ensured that anyone who sits in the cabinet room of Parliament House, when all the doors are open, can see all the way down to the War Memorial at the end of the vista there. That's to remind anyone taking decisions about Australians who are involved in the defence of the nation that there are consequences. It's one of the most important features of the way in which this house was first designed, and it matters very deeply to, I think, to everyone who serves. So we will move on from the Guard and we will enter through the main entrance of Parliament House, through the marble foyer. And today, I should say that you'll see people wandering around because the Parliament is open. Tomorrow, on the 22nd of July, it will be slightly different and all of the areas will be cleared for the very important ceremonial duties and performances that will occur, including there'll be smoking ceremonies, there'll be welcomes to country, those things that will have taken place before I arrive. But then I will be walking through this very wonderful marble foyer, which was also a great feature of New Parliament House, featuring marble that represents the eucalypts and the trees of Australia. But you'll see that as we walk through. It's actually lovely to see so many people here. There's tour guides, there's school groups, many of the families of those that will enter the Parliament for the first time tomorrow will be here to familiarise themselves with the ceremonies that they'll then witness for their partners or their parents or their children tomorrow. It's a very special time. So quite a few people here are preparing for that. I love seeing people here in the public spaces of our Parliament. Now we're entering the Great Hall. Tomorrow this will be empty and I will walk through the Great Hall on my way across to the functions that I will have. Today it's being set up for the ceremonies that will take place tomorrow morning before I arrive. So it's set up like this now, but tomorrow it will be a clear walkthrough. And in the back you'll see one of the most remarkable tapestries that was commissioned for the opening of this Parliament House. If you're clever, you can see Halley's Comet above the cockatoo up there. And it is a truly splendid work that was done by the tapestry workshops by hundreds and hundreds of tapestry makers across the country. Again, a beautiful, beautiful depiction of the Australian bush, but with Halley's Comet at the very top. We're about to enter the Members' Hall, where I'll spend quite a bit of time tomorrow, in addition to the Senate chamber. But the Members' Hall is where I'll proceed. I'll walk across the Members' Hall to then await a very important moment which starts the official processes that takes us into the Senate chamber. Now there's quite a bit happening today. In addition to the public being here, Cabinet is sitting at the moment. So I'm not going to be able to show you exactly where I'm going to go tomorrow, but I'll give you a sense of it. I'll come around here and actually I'll go behind this dais and I'll go into an ante-room of the Cabinet. Just in there. And I'm going in there to be held for a few moments, and once that's happened they will come out here and we'll be on this stage where I will present both of those, the President and the Speaker, and I will commission them both with their respective houses. So I'll start with the President of the Senate, with all senators here, and I will do the commissioning for them to swear in new members and senators. They will then leave and go to their chamber, and then the House of Representatives, I will do the same thing again with the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Two very important things that need to happen. Then the chambers will be asked to go and mass in their places, so that the senators will go to the Senate chamber and the members will return to the House of Representatives, and they'll await the next part of the process. In all of this, I will be accompanied by two very important people, the the Usher of the Black Rod and the Serjeant-at-Arms. Both will lead me through together with the deputies to make sure that we do everything according to the convention of these very important ceremonies. We'll leave here and I will then travel to the front of the entrance to the Senate chamber. So let's go and do that now. So after arriving here, we start the very important moments. You'll know that we've had the two houses are now full of their members and senators. I will be led by John, the Usher of the Black Rod. I might introduce you to him so you'll recognise him tomorrow. So this is John. I think this is John's
my third opening, yes, Your Excellency.
Third opening. And so we'll do it perfectly tomorrow, yes, guided by you. You'll see John with me for most of it, together with Peggy, the Serjeant-at-Arms, who'll be joining us for a lot of the processional work that we do. John will take me down here. So I might do this to show people where we'll be heading, John. And because we can't film in the Senate chamber at this stage, I'm going to stop in a moment to tell you about what I will do in the chamber. Just about here. Is this all right, John? You're happy that I can film from here? Filming is not generally allowed in the Senate chamber. It's a very important convention, but tomorrow the proceedings will be broadcast live and then you'll be able to watch them at any other time. Everything we do in the chamber tomorrow will be available to all of you. I'm going to call, thank you, John. Now I'm going to call on Gerard Martin, who is the official secretary to the Office of the Governor-General. What's going to happen tomorrow, Gerard will be a part of the ceremony that we'll be conducting. I'll be taken down through into the chamber by John, and I will be greeted by the President of the Senate, Sue Lines. She will move from her seat and provide that seat for me to sit, and I'll ask all the senators to sit. And I'll ask then I'll ask John back. John will then move from here and he'll be asked to go and bring from the House of Representatives all the members to come and join in the Senate for the opening moments. That's quite a walk, isn't it, John?
Yes, it's about 150 metres, I believe. And
yes,
we'll be knocking on the door in a hark back to Westminster tradition from the mid-1600s where the King went and tried to arrest some members in the House of Commons. So now we have to be invited to enter in these occasions.
So you can see a lot of history, but a very modern parliament, both in its composition and in the fact that we pay tribute to those traditions, but as a modern Australia. So John will do that. He will come back over here. He will direct the members to take their seats, and the Senate chamber will be very, very full. Probably the fullest it's ever at, John?
Yes, that's correct. So we will have an extra 150. We only have 76 senators normally, so we all squish in nice and tight.
So the numbers are 76 senators
and 150 members.
And 150 members. They will have their invited guests in the galleries, and there'll be some media, I imagine, in the galleries as well. But the Senate chamber will be very, very full. So then, once everyone is seated, I, sitting in the Senate President's chair, will do something that then is an important part of my duties. And I'm going to ask Gerard to do a bit of explaining of this so you can know what it is I then do for about the next half hour once I get into the chair. Gerard.
Well, Your Excellency, you'll be presenting the speech prepared for you by the government, setting out the agenda, the government's agenda for the 48th Parliament, for the entire session of Parliament. So this will set out their priorities and you'll be reading that out tomorrow.
So I just want to be clear, this is a convention that takes place in the Westminster tradition. So the King, when he enters the Parliament in the UK, he reads a speech that is prepared for him by the Prime Minister over there. He reads it, but it is the program of that government, and I will be doing exactly the same thing. Usually, or every other time when I'm preparing speeches, you'll be hearing words that come from me in my office. Tomorrow, it's a very important convention that I am here to deliver on behalf of the government, their program of work for the 48th Parliament. And it has been pre-written. I'll end with a few remarks at the very end to wish everyone well, and then I will declare.
The final words will be you'll declare the Parliament open.
And there you have it. We will then, there'll be a moment where I'll come back through the middle of the chamber. I will shake the hands of many of the important people in the chamber. We will then come out here with a procession again with John and Peggy, and we will go back to the members' hall, and there will be a small moment where we will sing the national anthem. We will see all of the members and senators massed together. There'll be many other parts of this system and our democracy who'll be present, and there'll be a short reception. That'll be lovely to see people who will be wanting to get underway in the afternoon afternoon back into the Parliament, and then we will leave in the same place in which I left, at the front of Parliament House, in that wonderful grand veranda. So I hope that's been helpful and gives you a sense of what happens in just 24 hours' time, and that you'll be able to watch and see for yourself exactly how all this plays out. And as ever, I'm holding my Constitution to remind me of all of the things that I do under the Constitution, and I hope that's given you a real sense of how important the opening of a Parliament is. We'll see you tomorrow.